Up next, a man who personifies the ultimate rags to riches story. He rose from sleeping in public bathrooms with his son to becoming a millionaire. Chris Gardner is our slice of life.
I'm Chris Gardner.
When Chris Gardner isn't running his multi-million-dollar brokerage firm in Chicago as its chief executive officer, he's a staunch supporter of the CARA program, a program dedicated to assisting homeless and at-risk people in their efforts to get training, job placement, and critical support services. Gardner made it to Wall Street after spending a year living on the streets.
We were homeless, but we were not hopeless. There's a major difference.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Christopher Paul Gardner was raised by an abusive alcoholic stepfather and a mother who was in and out of prison.
My stepfather chose to remind me, it seems, every day, I ain't your daddy. You ain't got no daddy. With a few other words thrown in there that no child should ever hear.
He used the Navy as a way to escape his turbulent home, spending 3 years stationed in North Carolina. Soon he met his future wife and together had the couple's first son, Christopher Jr. Shortly after the Navy, his wife pressured him to make more money, but when it didn't happen, the couple separated. Chris was forced to live in a single-room occupancy, where he was later reunited with his son a few months later.
I think the words were, I don't want the baby anymore, it's your term, here.
Gardner spent over a year caring for his young son, sometimes while living on the streets of San Francisco, often sleeping with his son in bathrooms.
I had to teach my little boy how to play a game, 2 years old. And the game is called Shh. And that means that no matter what anyone says on the other side of this door, no matter how hard they pound, no matter what they threaten, we're not here.
Gardner felt part of an invisible class, the working homeless, the people who work daily but have no place to call home. And all the while, Chris continued taking baby steps toward a Wall Street career. His journey started with a red Ferrari.
It wasn't the car, it was the guy driving the car. But then again, it was the car, because the car represented, wow, options. I engaged this gentleman in a conversation. What do you do? How do you do that? Turns out he was a stockbroker.
Gardner started in an entry-level position at a brokerage firm in San Francisco, but when he was fired, he moved to Chicago and started his own business, where ironically, his firm now underwrites bonds issued by BART, the very transit system where he and his son spent nights when they were homeless. This Christmas, Gardner's story hits the big screen.
You're not quitting on us yet, are you?
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
Superstar Will Smith will produce and star in The Pursuit of Happiness, the movie based on Gardner's book of the same name.
Let me tell you something. Will Smith played Chris Gardner better than Chris Gardner ever did. Got paid better, too.
We'll be right back.